Hi water signs, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? Water element means the give and take of feelings, all right? Because you're the lesson, okay? The walking example of peace, okay? How did you bring peace within your relationship with yourself, all right? To have peace outside of yourself, all right? With managed emotions, okay? So now you're managing your emotion to identify your intuition, okay? To bring in, okay, that healthy relationship outside and inside of yourself, but it comes with the essence of love, all right? Water signs. Water signs are looking at balancing the feminine and masculine energy within yourself so you can co-create with the universe. You could be looking I have changes, all right? You could be looking at change when it comes to the strength of a Leo or maybe a Taurus person in your energy. You're looking at maybe spirituality, religion, okay? Maybe you're in the energy of looking, all right, or being curious, okay, about maybe religious background, all right? Maybe you're being very industrious when it comes to a commitment, all right? Or maybe you're looking at a wheel of fortune, a turning point when it comes to maybe spirituality, or maybe it comes to a spiritual teacher, or you've been spiritually guided. Maybe you feel like you've had a calling when it comes to a turning point in your life, water signs, okay? Remember, write your dreams down, pay attention, because I can see you going for a turning point, okay? Maybe a turning point in maybe love or material, but be patient, okay? You could be an artist, a gardener, or a singer, all right? Looking at your career, all right? Remember your reputation. Okay, please remember that when it comes to your professional achievements, right? Because you're going for a turning point. The wheel of fortune is in your favor. Maybe you're looking at maybe someone's moral conditions when it comes to a Taurus person, or the direction of your own life, okay? So you're looking at your life goals, maybe when it comes to religion, spirituality, or when it comes to the energy of going within and seeing your values, your feelings when it comes to spirituality, or when it comes to religious, or a commitment when it comes to a marriage. Maybe you're looking at the Holy Grail, a turning point when it comes to a blessing of love, all right? You are a blessing, water signs, all right? Maybe there's a secret. Maybe there's hidden feelings, all right? When you're looking at secret rituals, maybe when it comes to cults, when it comes to the power, all right, of maybe every ending as a new beginning, or maybe looking at generational wealth. Maybe looking at assets or using your intuition, Pisces, water signs. You're looking at the energy, okay, of maybe showing your creative side when it comes to self-expression, when it comes to spirituality. Maybe you feel this calling, this nudge, right? And it's bringing you ease and comfort to bring around a turning point, all right? So now you're looking at being more productive. Maybe you have a vision because you have an insight, okay, because you're being spiritually guided, all right? So you're looking at using your intuition to maybe end with maybe a Taurus person when it comes to maybe your career or reputation, or seeing the ending of that situation of a Taurus person. But remember, every ending has a new beginning. Maybe look at the energy of Scorpio, too many secrets when it comes to ritual, cults, when it comes to the power of materialism. Maybe look at your own values, your own feelings when it comes to your own commitment to self, all right? So now you're looking at your background, okay, maybe some of you, or you're thinking of a Taurus person when it comes to their background, all right, water signs? You feel like maybe you've been spiritually guided, okay? So you're looking at passion. You're looking at maybe a Taurus person when it comes to investment. Maybe looking at a situation when it comes to maybe expansion, when it comes to limitations. Maybe you feel limited, or maybe you feel like fear of maybe a spiritual teacher, or fear of someone's calling, because now you see obstruction when it comes to someone's spiritual calling. Maybe you're looking at the energy of Saturn when it comes to limitations, when it comes to investments, maybe with a Taurus person, all right? So you look at limitations when it comes to your commitment to a Taurus person, or when it comes to religion or spirituality, when it comes to changes. Someone's not changing maybe, or maybe you feel this person is stubborn, all right, over self-indulgent and very lazy, very jealous person when it comes to someone's spiritual guidance, or a guru. So now we're looking at a possessive energy, maybe you feel, but you feel like there's a turning point for yourself, okay, and you're very happy, all right? Or maybe you're seeing a turning point when it comes to a Taurus person and a Leo person, when it comes to maybe the Wheel of Fortune, a karmic lesson, or is it your destiny? So now someone feels they have a calling. Maybe you feel you have a calling towards a Taurus person. Maybe you feel this action You feel that courage, that ability to take that action towards maybe a Taurus person. You have that desire. All right. Maybe to look at your own holy growth for happily ever after. Maybe looking at the values of survival. We have the courage and ability when it comes to happily ever after. Okay. When it comes to I have. All right. Okay. Maybe you're thinking very heavily of a family of a Taurus person. You in your feelings. Oh, it's a burden. Oh, maybe Sagittarius person is a burden for you. Water sign. When it comes to your wish fulfillment. Maybe when it comes to like your material abundance. Maybe Sagittarius is a burden for you. When it comes to like seeking that love. Maybe it's a burden trying to seek love with a Taurus person. Maybe it's Sagittarius person in the way. But it seems like seeking love seems to be a burden. Love is a problem. You have to go within yourself and be dedicated to yourself. Maybe someone trying to create a fake love. And that's how you feel. It's a burden trying to fake your love. Maybe for a Sagittarius person or a Taurus person. Or you have a different perspective when it comes to seeking love. Maybe you feel like a Sagittarius is exaggerating or being irresponsible, or a Taurus person. Maybe someone's being very outspoken when it comes to maybe a friend. Maybe you're seeking a lawyer, maybe, or you have that wish fulfillment. Maybe you feel like there's a lot on your back, maybe from a Sagittarius person exploring a lawyer, maybe. Maybe you feel like someone's being too outspoken and someone's loyal, maybe to a fire sign person. But you're looking at direct communication or energies. Looking at your energy when it comes to planting your foundation. Maybe you got a letter, maybe from a Sagittarius person, about a wish fulfillment, about maybe being promiscuous, or maybe being a player, or maybe being too adventurous. Maybe you feel you've been judged. Maybe you've got an indictment or something coming through from a King of Wands, for manipulation. When it comes to money, maybe from a King of Pentacles, or creative masculine, or maybe a man that comes with creative ideas. For some of you, I can see you've been spiritually guided to use your intuition, to go towards a wheel of fortune, wheel yourself, tune in to you and seek you, that relationship in you. I can see you coming in with new love or wish fulfillment when it comes to a Ten of Cups. Maybe you're looking at the power of someone when it comes to their manifestation. Maybe you're trying to tune in your energy with a Taurus person to bring in a different wheel of fortune. Maybe you're studying on the internet when it comes to maybe tarot, or maybe the mechanisms when it comes to manifestation for an opportunity. Maybe you're thinking what's above is below. Maybe someone's going for a karmic cycle. But it seems to be an energy when it comes to manifesting an investment to make maybe your family happy. But someone's walking away from love because they feel like a fool. Maybe someone can't take the risk. They're holding back too many resources. Maybe you feel someone's too greedy when it comes to long-term desire. So now you feel like maybe you took that risk when it comes to maybe dealing with a Taurus person. Manipulation. Maybe you feel like someone's got like a gift of the gab when it comes to their truth, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to tuning in, when it comes to spirituality. Maybe you're thinking about a Cancer person, or someone's movement when it comes to difficulties bringing in a Ten of Pentacles with a Queen of Wands. Maybe you feel a Queen of Wands is taking the leap of faith away. Maybe you got a letter, a lawsuit, maybe a divorce, separation. Somebody invested in a Taurus person, and someone feels embarrassed because they want to end. Someone's looking for an ending of a Sagittarius. Maybe you have that desire to complete fulfillment, end of a cycle with a Sagittarius person. Maybe you got a letter from a Sagittarius person, about earth sign person, about feelings, about art, about charity, about how you created and was dedicated maybe to a Taurus person. Maybe this person had a dream And they saw how you direct a lot of investments to maybe a Taurus person when it comes to poetry, photography, creative ideas, maybe being too charitable. Someone's going within their imagination, house 12. That's why I say pay attention to your dreams, people. So you see who's for you, who's not for you. It comes within your dreams. Someone feels someone's very mystical, maybe. So now someone's bringing peace within themselves. The walking example of peace. You've got to be serious about spirituality. Maybe someone's doing an application form. Maybe to be a photographer, a director, maybe, or a healer. Maybe someone's done an application for a King of Pentacles. And now there seems to be an insight about someone's messages. About the cup of love, the blessing of love. Someone doesn't have intuition or psychic or not psychic. Someone's doing manipulation. Having a gift of the gab when it comes to investments, money, inheritance for a career. Someone's tower's coming down. Someone's pride is being punished. And now someone understands they built a false foundation away from their intuition. Someone went within and saw a letter or a contract for a wish fulfillment from an earth sign person. And now it's a burden for maybe a Sagittarius person, a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe being very adventurous and very passionate with the Queen of Pentacles when it comes to promiscuity, investments, when it comes to skills, talent within an organization. Maybe you're married and maybe you're looking at your marriage, or you're looking at an Aries person when it comes to someone being spiritually guided, the Emperor. Maybe someone took the Emperor's investments and now they're in regret when it comes to Queen of Pentacles. When it comes to this work, when it comes to unrequited love. Someone's thinking about maybe these love messages. Now it's looking at a King of Swords, maybe a detective, or thinking about God and judgment. Someone's under God's judgment, all right? Judgment Day. Someone's looking within this family house, or maybe a water sign. Maybe you're thinking about a Pisces person, but go within, all right? Someone's going for a turning point, maybe Aries person, when it comes to maybe within the environment, being an influence, this physical appearance. Maybe someone has awareness, or maybe the Emperor when it comes to investments. But we're looking at a situation when someone was overly ambitious and it was exploring maybe this leaders in money, seeds. So someone was very naive and not very self-assured for themselves. So now instead of creating a successful application and being curious and with courage for their own self, someone is now looking at their lovers when it comes to a Pisces person and a Taurus person. Someone feels they need to complete a cycle, maybe with a Taurus person, or maybe you're dealing with a Pisces person. Maybe you're going through a marriage breakdown because someone's got too many lovers in this home and now it's dysfunctional when it comes to family, friends. Someone feels like a fool because someone took a risk and it was a very bad risk. It was a karmic, and now you're looking at chances of not turning this wheel, because the wheel is not bringing any more pathways to someone's adventure for a new beginning. The new beginning now is gone somewhere else, so now there's an ending because somebody wants to complete a cycle, maybe. Okay, so this seems to be a burden when it comes to a career, when it comes to maybe an application form. Someone's ending a relationship, it looks like, or a marriage. Someone probably got a divorce paper, separation paper, something to do with tools, something to do with someone's wish fulfillment. When it comes to maybe a foundation, it's a burden. Maybe you've ended it with a Sagittarius and you invested in a Taurus person for transformations. Maybe it's a burden investing in a Sagittarius person or a Taurus person. Maybe you want to end with both of them and look at your own self and create your own foundation again. Because the foundation is coming down because of an investment to a Taurus person or Sagittarius person when it comes to unalivement or an ending of someone's cup of love. Because someone come out of here with bad intentions. So they went into a tower of a wish fulfillment for a foundation. But the devil was in there of destruction. And now you see 2 people falling out. Maybe 2 people falling out is a Taurus and Sagittarius person. And you're watching maybe. Maybe you're looking at a letter, trying to create your own foundation. Because now you've got to look at other options. Maybe it's for some of you. But it was an illusion. Someone looked at their dreams and saw a situation. That's why I say people pay attention to your dreams. Okay? Because now you're working. Maybe someone has got information and someone understands that maybe someone in your energy was working with a third-party person while maybe somebody was at work. Someone's seen the situation. It could be a Virgo person that saw a third-party person, maybe a younger person that's a dreamer maybe, and saw lots of investments go to someone's burden, a Taurus burden. Maybe someone bring a burden when it comes to messages or when it comes to being a performer or when it comes to being like an influencer or something. But when it comes to a creative idea, somebody was learning about someone's energy of how they create a foundation. They were learning about maybe someone's ideas, creative ideas, and then someone got jealous and envious, and now we see a situation of someone being very stubborn. Very stubborn. Why is this on the thing? A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, someone offered to make them look like they were independently wealthy, and they had the ability to do something, but it was a facade, it was a cover-up to take maybe an Aries Emperor's investments. So someone went within, a Virgo person went within, and now someone's talking very sharply about these dreams, about these energies, about this insight from maybe a King of Pentacles. The truth is coming out. Maybe someone's watching the internet, someone's heartbroken about this battle with the Queen of Wands. Maybe the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles has a problem because now there's a battle. Maybe they're trying to walk out of this battle, this Queen of Wands. Someone needs healthier boundaries for a Taurus person, Sagittarius. See, look, same again. Money. Something to do with money, Sagittarius and Taurus. Money. Now there's a conflict. There's a conflict, a challenge. Because someone wants a lifestyle change. It's all about a lifestyle change. Okay, water signs. Let me give you these ones. Okay, water signs. Remember, please do not let none of my messages be forced, okay? You need to seek balance within yourselves. I can see a towel coming down. All right, seek that balance and you will find that solution, okay, to support you while you go through another cycle. Maybe someone's stuck on a karmic cycle, a lover. A lover stuck on a karmic cycle. Someone that took the risk. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces person or a Taurus person. Someone stuck on a karmic cycle. Maybe you're looking at a sweetheart, a pure unconditional love, a beloved maybe. Maybe being guided. All right. Maybe you made a promise to a Taurus person. When it comes to Wheel of Fortune, when it comes to a career maybe. When it comes to maybe the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you made the promise, okay, to someone when it comes to maybe a personal expansion for someone. So you were trying to expand someone's horizon. Maybe you were learning something to bring a good fortune in for somebody, a Taurus person. You had the confidence and the pride. So maybe you went in with fresh hopes. You took that chances because you went in thinking maybe a Taurus was a sweetheart. They were pure, unconditional love, a beloved. But it looks like water signs. There seems to be an ending to this fascination. Maybe you were just living in a fantasy, an illusion. Because now it looks like you're stuck maybe on a karmic cycle. Because you were looking for a jackpot of fortune with a lover. It could be a love of a friend or a cousin or something. Maybe you're married, you're ending your marriage, maybe with a Taurus person or a Sagittarius person. Maybe you want to end a sweetheart's marriage, maybe an Aries person, maybe invested in that for unalivement, for a jackpot. So now there seems to be a turning point when it comes to reward, luck, jackpot. It seems to come to an end because someone's wish fulfillment was a false one. So now the tower's coming down. So now maybe someone feels like they're confined when it comes to a Taurus or a Sagittarius person. Someone's going to spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison, okay? Because someone was looking for entrapment, maybe for a fire sign person, a Sagittarius person, maybe. So now you feel quite curious because now someone's been a victim, being like a bull in a china shop, acting like a victim, singing it wasn't me. Yes, he was, you shaggy dog. Go back because someone was a cheese and a rat, what they call cheese. Do you understand? So they thought they can have cheese and butter and bread. No. Someone overcooked their cheese and toast. Because someone would be very cheesy when it comes to confinement. Somebody was looking for unalivement. And now someone's going to prison. And now they feel this burden. Because now they're looking at an investment that is also coming to an end. Why? Because someone's going to spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison. You could be a Scorpio person. Okay? You could be looking at maybe 10 or 17 years or 7 to 10 years, maybe 17, take as it resonates, 9 years or 19 years, take as it resonates. But someone's going to spiritual prison anyway. Because now you're looking at a protest. Someone is going to be sued. Because someone was not very adequate. They was inadequate. All right. So now they put all the attention on themselves. Because now the tower's coming down. Someone's stuck in this tower. Because now we're looking at very much unwanted changes. For someone's decisions. Someone's decisions has been judged. So now we're looking at a situation. We have a tower. Someone built a whole foundation. Very high. Could be a very famous person. And now looking at unwanted changes. Ruin, disgrace, upheaval. And now we're looking at family. We're looking at bonding. We're looking at family. We're looking at someone's background when it comes to maybe the Emperor, Aries person. When it comes to their investments. When it comes to their career. A Taurus person acts like a sweetheart. She was coached maybe by another Pisces person. When it comes to energy and actions, to act like a lover. Because they're a fool stuck on a karmic cycle now. Someone's jackpot is ending with lovers. When it comes to dysfunctional families now. Family, friends not getting on. Too many lovers. Lovers playing with other people's family members. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got a cousin. You sleep with their friend and all that. Or their partner. So now someone feels they're losing a lover now. Bereavement, sorrow, damage. This seems to be family damage because of someone's investment. When it comes to unalivements for money. Okay, acting like a sweetheart under manipulation. Somebody was coached to take someone's money. Maybe a family member. Okay. So now we're looking at someone's pride, ego, Taurus, Sagittarius. Maybe you're thinking of this ego. Maybe you feel like someone's got a mask on. Maybe you feel like maybe a Taurus is a burden. Or a Sagittarius is a burden when it comes to money. Either way, change the energy around. Both of them you feel like a burden. Now someone's very in regret. Why? Ego. Now looking at self-worth. No one don't have no self-worth. And now someone's got low self-esteem. Why? Ooh. Confinement. Someone's getting arrested. Someone's been looked into. And now someone's got that letter that they've been looked into. And now maybe a Virgo person is trying to get away. It's a challenge. Maybe for a Virgo person. A younger person. It was a challenge. But they're looking at resolving with success. And now someone's angry. Maybe a female is angry, feels offended because they walked into an unknown and they were coached. Maybe a Virgo person was advice when it comes to an idea, inspiration, a suggestion. So now you're looking at a vision because now someone has got evidence. Someone thought they had a blessing when it comes to amendment, when it comes to finances. Someone's got a detector. a detective. Now you've got investigation, proof of someone amending someone's ideas. They were coached to do this. So now someone's got that vision. They had a dream. Please write your dreams down, because they understand in these dreams they can see someone was coached, oh yeah, to go into something blindly. And now a female is very angry over maybe the Emperor's triumph. Thank you, water signs, for liking, subscribing. Okay, remember, walk in love, talk in truth, and correct your flaws. Okay, so now you know the greatest friendships. You understand your friend has a curse, and now you go towards your destiny. All right, remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Love you guys. Bye.